and I just launched over one of the hills.
Big boys.
So much blood. We cut the roof off, so we decided to just cut the whole cross member off.
What's up, guys? Today is a special day. We have a real special truck here. Our buddy John, he is back with a vengeance, and he is back better than ever. John's truck, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. He stepped it up so much. He got some lemons and he turned it into the best lemonade you've ever had. That good lemonade from like BJ's Pizza. You know that lemonade, the strawberry lemonade? That's what he did with this bad stuff. You know, he turned it into a good thing, and I'm so stoked for him, man. We're gonna check out his beautiful Ranger. Thanks for inviting us. We're over here at HRD in Orange County. Are you guys ready? Let's get it. Here's the beauty. So where do we begin, man? I mean, this has been a journey. We filmed with John a couple years ago. Man, was it 2021?
I'm not sure what year it was. It was 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
At Khalil Shop?
Yeah, Khalil Shop in Fullerton, also in Orange County. And the truck looked amazing then. Beautiful truck. I know you had recently kind of got it done-ish, just kind of maintaining it for a while, right?
Yeah, I had it for a year or so.
Yeah, and just kind of ripping the thing the way it was, right?
Yeah.
And then tragedy struck.
Yeah.
So tell us about it. What happened?
We were just going a trip out to Lucerne Valley with HRD, Bailey and his brother. I drove the truck out there, so we didn't trailer it. I was following a couple side-by-sides in an area that I wasn't too familiar with, and there's quite a few little hills that you kind of launch over. And I just launched over one of the hills, and the whole rear end of my truck kind of went sideways and landed. And I felt like I wasn't going to be able to save it. So just went over once, landed on the tires, back upright on the truck. We ended up getting the trailer, towing it back to /X.
Were you okay? Like,
yeah, no.
Any injuries?
Yeah, it was about 50 miles an hour. It was, we got a cage, we got.
Dude, that's intense.
Yeah,
50?
Yeah, it was about 50.
Oh shoot, man.
Yeah.
So you were moving.
Yeah, we were moving. We were launching over a little hill and coming down. We got the truck back to /X. Had AAA. Get AAA. They'll tow your truck home from Barstow for free.
Yeah, get that RV Diamond Premium.
Yeah,
it's like
3
50
tows.
Yeah, you get 3 big tows. It's worth it, dudes. I'm telling you.
If you need it, it's worth it.
Absolutely.
So that was just a little hiccup, and
I think most people, after something like that, especially building such like a beautiful truck like this, I would say a lot of people throw in the towel, man. I think a lot of people will just kind of walk away at that point, you know, but you chose not to.
No, I definitely, it gave me the opportunity to go over everything on the truck that we didn't do in the first build with Ocho Fab at Richer Racing. So, we did the swing set steering this time. Okay. And we were able to get race tires, big brakes, do a bunch of the stuff that, kind of just got out of the budget in the first build. It's
not an entire new rebuild, right? But
it's not an entirely rebuild. We cut the roof off. It's got a new roof, new paint job. Okay. A lot of little components that got upgraded.
And then all that adds up.
Yeah. It's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
It is, dude.
To me, it's worth it. So, the first thing that we did after we rolled it, we just started tearing it apart, cut the roof off at my house, my parents' house, and then my buddy Eric Eichhoff used to work at Geyser Brothers. He welds for Terrible Herbst Motorsports. He's a TIG welder. Him and I worked on the front cross member that had got kind of tweaked. So we decided to just cut the whole cross member off that the lower front A-arms mount to. And we did all 4130. I was working on it for months and months, just
chipping away,
but it was it was far. I live in Costa Mesa. My parents live in North Orange County. I wasn't able to get down there and work on it all the time, or maybe even not have all the know-how to do everything that I wanted to do to it. So I met Bailey at Hannah Racing Design a few years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. He's prepped the truck a couple times. He's fixed some accidents that we've had with the truck, just desert stuff, out in the desert. Hey, do you want to tackle the job of doing the whole steering? Because that was the big thing on the truck, was getting the steering upgraded. He was down to do it. He's done that on his race truck, and I trust the guy, so it's always good to have a good shop that's local.
And he's a racer, dude. Like you said, he's going through some hard stuff.
He came and picked it up. We went from there, and there was other little things that we wanted to do. The rear end wasn't that a little narrow, so we got a full floater 40 spline rear end from Camberg. It's actually 8 inches wider than the rear end that we had before, and that could have attributed to the accident.
You mentioned it like had a swing, launching and swing. I don't know what it is. It's like kind of like a little fishtail almost.
Yeah.
Dude, I think we should start with that cross member you built.
Yeah. We cut this whole thing off. So this is all brand new.
Right.
This cross is all brand new. We added the plating on the inside. We got big brakes now.
Big boys.
Yeah, it went from 12-inch rotors to 14, and 4-piston to 6-piston.
How does that feel in comparison?
Before, it didn't feel like you had very much control stopping the truck, which was another issue.
Factor, for sure.
When you get 37-inch tires or bigger, and all the weight.
That motion, that big wheel, all the environmental factors, everything.
The big thing was we removed the brake booster when we did the original build. Once you do that, you lose a lot of braking power.
Okay.
But now we're running the big brakes and full manual.
I mean, and that must give you a bunch of confidence behind the wheel too, right?
Yeah. Personally, I haven't driven the truck that much. Maybe 10 trips or so.
Yeah.
But
from
the build, from the build.
Yeah.
From the original build, I've mostly been out to Barstow. I've been to Glamis, Lucerne a couple of times. Almost every time I've driven it, it's been a little bit of a different truck because
little tweaks here and there. Yeah.
We upgraded to a C4 transmission after we shock tuned with Kevin with dialed.
Did you guys also upgrade this power steering solution?
Yeah, it's all power steering solutions, like the box, the ram, the pump, which is up in the motor. I think this was built. This is Billet, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. The guys who work with HRD.
Yeah, the guys that do all their CAD stuff.
Dude, I love the detail that these guys do. I think his design guy crushes it, man. I'm stoked he's part of their team. Well, heck yeah, man. I mean, this looks absolutely amazing. I mean, it's so cool that Bailey and the HRD team did such a great job on making this thing look absolutely brand new again, with your guidance and help and, your direction.
I can pop it open, but we've got...
Do you need help?
We've got new vents, little struts for the hood.
There we go.
Yeah, we've got some little struts for the hood. So we used to just take the jack handle and hold the hood up and hope that it doesn't fall down.
But this works.
But this is much nicer.
Absolutely, dude. You're checking on the truck, you're checking on the oil.
Most of the stuff up here is just what it was before. The power steering pump is different. I think it's right here.
Okay.
We were gonna run a trophy truck one, but they recommended that was too much.
Okay.
So we just went with their normal one.
Tires. Were you running 37s before?
I was running 37s, but we were just running all-terrains.
Okay.
Just to keep the weight down.
Okay.
And these are the all-terrain race version tire, the KDR3s.
Okay. Did you always have this Camberg hub package?
I did in the front. These are actually the Camberg race kit. This is the 2 1/4 inch hub kit.
Right on, dude.
So most everything up front is similar, the same. We did do a color change where we took the gray steel it and sprayed it black, so now everything's black.
Very sleek, very clean, dude. Looks good.
We added rock lights.
Got those guys up there?
Right there. So we added rock lights to the front and back. In the interior,
these guys are
these are sweet. These is Kyle Green fabrication.
Nice.
And inside, we added an impact.
There it is. Very good.
We upgraded the GPS. I put a new 9-inch in instead of the 7.
Damn, dude, heck yeah. I love your dash,
bigger.
by the way.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. I love the stock dash. I think it gives it such like a clean look, dude.
Yeah, with the door panels, it looks really, really good. I upgraded at PCI my Trax, which is a full stereo intercom, to the Trax Plus, which allows now for a volume control button on it. Got a new shift knob from Darnell Designs down in San Diego.
Little things here and there, but dude, it looks amazing in here, man.
Well, this was from before, but I don't think we had it in the last video.
Oh, okay.
I got a Yeti cooler, then Cho at Richer Racing built all that mount for it, so you can mount that in there. 'Cause we don't have an extra seat back there, so
might as well utilize that space.
Yes.
Was any of the cage structurally damaged from the roll? Did anything need to be cut out?
From the roll up in front, there was a small crack. I think Bailey cut it out and filled it, and then repainted it. But there really wasn't much. We didn't see any damage or anything.
So we got the new rear end.
My old rear end didn't have matching hubs in the front, so now I've got the 2.5-inch cambered hubs in the rear.
There it is.
So we got matching hub caps, and then we also added all these fluid containers. We got 4 containers on each side, so we got one on each side.
So a lot of little extras, but things that you wanted to do that,
Not very often when you're building a pre-runner do you cover every single little detail that you're working on.
Dude, I can't believe it's 8 inches wider now. So So are you yet to drive this in the dirt?
We took it out to Johnson Valley about a month ago. It was mostly just a shakedown to make sure everything worked. We didn't have any issues with anything. All the shocks had been gone through in the last year or two by Kevin at Dialed. Everything has been gone through. The rear end, the transmission, new fluid, the motor, new fluid, the radiator, everything.
Was a lot of the glass damaged pretty heavily, or?
The rear glass was damaged. We reused the hood, and one fender was damaged in the front.
Did you fix the glass, or
no? We just got new glass from McQueen fiberglass.
Yeah,
and they're really good over there. They did a really good job of getting them to me.
Yeah,
or getting them ready for me to pick up.
I love this look, man. I think McQueen did a really great job with this thing.
I think Keith's truck, has the same glass.
Yeah.
But I think he's got a one-piece front clip, I believe. But I think it's the same.
It's a great looking truck, dude.
Same size.
you would never know what this truck's been through, but I'm so stoked for you, man. It looks like you did such an incredible job. Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
It's a battle to build these things, and I'm sure it's even more of a battle after you've gone through a roll, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, damn it, dude, I'm just getting used to this thing.
Yeah.
Like you said, you'd only had 10 trips on it. Dude, it happens, man. It happens to everybody, It literally happens. You're driving out there, there's a risk, bro. Yeah. There's always going to be a risk.
And I've been out in Barstow, 20, 30 years ago, driving a Ranger, I-Beam Ranger with no cage, and almost rolled it many times, and just got lucky and never had something happen like that. But you get older and you are a little smarter, and you put a cage in your truck, and
then you're invincible.
Yeah. So
it happens, dude. You know what, man? Don't beat up on yourself too much.
And then,
dude, I'm stoked this guy's back, man.
Yeah, thanks.
What a journey.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think it's a real big deal to put so much time and effort into this thing.
Yeah.
And then to be knocked back all those steps is probably tough.
Well, I think talking to Bailey over the last 6 months to a year, you got to enjoy building the truck just as much as you enjoy driving the truck.
Absolutely.
Because if you're hating the build, some rough stuff to go through to
you got to be into it.
Yeah, you got to enjoy it.
And it's hard to stay motivated.
Yeah.
It's hard to. And, dude, right here, it's hard, dude.
Yeah.
It's hard to want to keep going.
Yeah.
And, oh gosh, another couple thousand or this or that.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it's so heavy, but it's the journey, man. And I'm trying to tell myself that in a lot of ways. You put that extra effort in. You did that, and here we are with this beautiful machine. So
and
congrats, man.
And we're planning on, once it cools down a little bit, get out to Barstow. I don't know if it'll be.
Please let us know.
October or before, but we're gonna do. Hopefully Bailey and few guys from the shop and Kevin
Hell
with
yeah.
Dialed get out there and do more shock tuning with it and just get it dialed in. Because the most important thing is to feel comfortable with
seat time. Yeah.
You don't just build something and not feel comfortable and then just take it out and think you're gonna go huck it.
You got to learn
until you
how
understand how the thing drives, and just take it step by step. Like these aren't something that just out of the box are like perfect.
You gotta work through the little bugs and work through that, like how the car feels. And that's a really good point, man. I think that's where like a lot of the big appreciation comes from for these trucks is like, a lot of these trucks are built by average dudes who are willing to like spend the time and the years building these things, rebuilding these things.
Yeah.
It's no hate to like any other out of the box type of vehicle or anything, but when it's a truck like this, doing things, jumping, hitting whoops, like ripping some turns and all that, I think it's like a different appreciation for the build and for the driver. Like he's like, dude, I built this, it took me this long, this thing's very precious to me, and I'm gonna go rip it. And I don't know, it's just something kind of special about that. I don't know what it is, but it's awesome, man. So hell yeah, dude, I'm stoked you're gonna rip.
I guess you could see, like I'm in it for the long haul.
Hell yeah.
It doesn't matter to me if it takes another year before I have it the way I want it, where I feel comfortable and I can drive it to its full potential.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna have this thing. I might have this thing another 20 years. I might have this till I die. So,
yeah, dude.
So
that's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Pre-runners for life, forever, till death.
Yeah.
It's funny. We always say that kind of stuff like on our shirts, like till death, forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's true, man. I think we're in this forever, dude.
Yeah.
I love this stuff, man. I love this stuff, and my friends like John and all these other guys absolutely love this stuff. So if you guys get bit by that pre-runner bug, watch out, man. It's gonna change your life. So this is the third brake light you wanted to add
by Cutlass Designs.
Marcel.
Super nice third brake light that has Baja Design S2s, amber S2s in it.
I would expect nothing less from Cutlass.
Yeah.
And Marcel is super sleek, super awesome design. Hit up Cutlass Designs, you guys. Marcy Tech on Instagram is the guy. He's been a part of the crew for a few years. Makes amazing things. A lot of attention to detail. You can check out the flow of this thing right now. It is super clean, sick third brake light. Hell yeah.
And we removed the RTL bar that was in the middle there.
Okay.
And went with that amber instead, just to kind of make it a little less busy. Clean it up a little bit. And then Bailey built this instead of the old one. The cap used to like fall off.
Okay.
So this one is off right now.
It's real safe.
Yeah. This is actually a Blitzkrieg Motorsports rear end oil cap.
Yeah, so we got the Evan Weller third member right here.
Yeah, it's a 9-inch third member with a spool and 583 gears.
Ooh, nice, man.
And it's set up obviously for the 40 spline now. I had a 35 spline before.
So you went to 40 spline from 35?
Yeah, because the price difference is really small.
Yeah.
And 40 is kind of the highest you go before you start getting into the jumbo 36 spline.
Yeah,
which
dude.
get really expensive.
Yeah, and 40 works, dude.
Yeah.
It's worked for decades in off-road. It's worked. It's worked for 37 trophy trucks.
And we also got to delete the gas cap hole, which I kind of been wanting to do for a long time. Just plans to drive it for a little while.
Hell yeah.
Get it dialed in. It's just nice to have a good shop. The guys here are great. They're into the desert. They race.
Big shout out to HRD and Bailey and his team for making this thing so awesome, man.
Yeah, and in the front swing set steering, we used all RPI bolts where we could. Most of the truck has RPI bolts.
All right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this episode with John and his rebuilt truck. This thing is amazing. It looks absolutely brand spanking new. Dare I say, I don't want him to even drive it yet. Just enjoy it. Like, save it. Maybe we should have this thing at the Off-Road Expo. Maybe.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. Maybe we could bring it out to Sand Sports or something. Or Orange County, dude. You're like right here, Costa Mesa. Drive it there, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we can get it over there. So be on the lookout for this thing, man. It'll probably definitely be out with the Terra Crew booth. We look forward to hanging out with John this year and getting some great footage of his truck so we can hang on to those memories of this beast in action. And dude, just hang in there, guys. Like, although it might seem far away, I think I'm talking to myself right now. Hang in there, guys. You can do it. Don't give up. If you guys have crashed your trucks or you guys have messed things up, it's part of the process, man. It happens, you know what I mean? The desert is hardcore, you know?
Yeah.
And you got to be hardcore to handle it, dude. So thank you so much again, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bailey and HRD for helping John get this thing back on all fours, ripping, looking brand spanking new. If you guys like this episode, have any questions for HRD, or if you guys have any questions for John, put in the comments. We'll do our best to answer them on YouTube. And if you guys like this video, share it with everybody. And just thank you guys so much for watching. Freaking Terra Crew forever. See you guys.